Hi everyone, and welcome to my 400th video. Yes, people, this is now my 400th video. Can y'all believe it? And joining me in my 400th video is, of course, my dad here.
Yeah. Hey y'all, it's me and him. I'm not going to say much. This is the 400th video, and I'm going to let him do talking. I'm just going to stay quiet now.
So, like I said, this is my 400th video, and it's been like about 3 years since I've been doing this YouTube channel, and it like went by very quick.
Yeah. I'm not going to say, I already said I'm not going to say that much. So anyway, I just want to say on my behalf, thank you. Thank y'all.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you for giving me the time to stop and slow down to spend time with my son so we can do these. So when we do these, it's more than just the review of a Transformer, a GoBot, a Godzilla, or whatever we may bring. It gives me time to spend time with my son to focus on what's going on with he wants to review and go over, and that gives me time to slow down my world and what's going on to focus with him and to tell y'all thanks. And we appreciate y'all for whoever sees this and watches this. We are very appreciative of y'all. This channel, we started it, like I said, you can go back and look at the other channel of how this got created and stuff like that. It was a thought years ago, didn't put it into action until about 3 years ago, and here we are now, and
at video 400.
At video 400. What? How you do that? 400. I am not the perfect spokesperson or however, so believe me, when I mess up, he corrects me, and I'm glad. I'm not, that's all a part of we're not perfect. I'm not perfect.
I'm also not perfect either.
But we do like doing these, and we like to hear the comments we get from y'all, because we do want to know how y'all feel and what y'all think about it. There's more stuff from the 80s, and look, I said I wasn't going to say much, and here I go. So, look, that's a conversation for another time. I gotta be quiet. Talk.
And for this 400th video, we will be taking a look at is this. And And before I take a look at the box, I was waiting for my...
Waiting for me to what?
to let me talk. Because he was doing some of the talking.
Well, go ahead and talk. I'm going to shut up.
Okay, so for today's 400th video, we will be taking a look at the Transformers Flame Toys Megatron model kit, the IDW Autobot version by Flame Toys here. And Flame Toys is a company that makes these Transformers model kits, and I think Flame Toys does other model kits as well, but I haven't seen any of other Flame Toys model kits. But they probably have. But this is the only Flame Toys figure that I have, or model kit. And like I said, this is the Autobot version, because you can see here he has the Autobot symbol on his chest, like he had in the IDW comics. And the reason why I said that is because there is two versions of this figure. You have the Autobot version here, which is the one I have, and there is a Decepticon version of this. But I went with the Autobot version because it's IDW Megatron with the Autobot symbol on him. So, taking a quick look at the box here, on the corner you have Flame Toys here, and you have some Chinese words here that I could not read, of course, or
Asian.
Japanese words. And the top here you have Furai model. Yes, Furai models here, or Furai, however you want to call it. And you have a picture of Megatron here in battle here. And on here it has model kit Megatron IDW Autobot version with the Autobot symbol here. And on the side here you have Transformers here. And on this corner you have Transformers Authentic here with the Autobot symbol here. And on this side you have another picture of Autobot Megatron here with a close-up of his face here. And you have the exact same words and stuff like it was on the front of the box. And I'm checking real quick to see what's on the inside. To see if there's something else on the side of the box.
I don't think so.
No, there's nothing else on the inside of the box. On this side here. But on this side, you just have nothing here. But on the top, you have Transformers, Autobot Megatron, IDW Model Kit. And on this side, you have the exact same stuff. And on the back, you have some pictures of him in several poses you can do on this picture and this picture. And Megatron here. Transformers Authentic and Hasbro. And you have some sprues here. And another picture of Megatron. And on this corner here you have some barcodes and other words here and writing. And you too have some warnings here. And that is about it for the box. Well,
I don't think there's anything else in there. I don't think there's anything.
I was gonna open up the box here to see if there's something else on the sides here, but no, it doesn't look like there's nothing on the sides of this cover here. But that is the box of the Flame Toys Autobot Megatron. So let's get to the review area and take a look at him. So stay tuned.
See y'all here in a minute.
For the 400th video. Okay, so here we have Autobot Megatron, the Flame Toys model kit version, on the reviewing area and on camera here.
And that just sounds weird saying it. Megatron is an Autobot. I don't know how it become to be or why it is, but my son knows, but I don't think I know.
Well, the reason why he's an Autobot is because in the comics, he switched sides, and it explains why he switched sides.
So, let me go get this straight. You have Optimus Prime and Megatron fighting side by side?
Yes, but in Phase 2, which we're not there yet, we are still in Phase 1. Mm-hmm. But in Phase 2, he changes.
Okay, so we'll find that out in IDW Phase 2. So right now, this is the review of the Autobot Megatron. And he is a model kit that you put together with no glue. That's amazing, because back in the 80s there was glue and it was very messy. Today they make kits where you just snap it on and snap it in, and that's pretty much it. So it actually got way simplified. And that's good because the glue was a mess in the 80s.
And these are the little sprues here that you, of course, cut out the pieces and snap on the pieces together, and you end up with this action figure here. And for some of you saying no, this figure does not transform. He's just a standard action figure.
It is just a stand-up model kit that you put together that does not transform. His name's Megatron, he's an Autobot. Yeah, but he still has the arm cannon. That's good.
And you, of course, do get some sticker sheet, which, if you know me, I don't use them. But I only used one sticker for this figure. And that is, if you could see on his chest here, the Autobot symbol. That's the only sticker that I put on him. The rest of it, I just hand painted it. And for the painting, I only did a little bit of painting on this figure. And also a little bit of panel lining on this figure as well. So, I think we'll go ahead and start off with the panel lining. So for the panel lining that I did is, I only panel lined these swirl things on his chest here with a black marker.
A really fine.
A fine tip one.
Fine tip black marker.
Or a pen. And I also did some lining, well, some black lining on his head here. Which are these two things on his head here. And if I come down to his legs here, I did do some black on these gray things, which are these things here.
I want to say they're kind of like shin guards, but I don't know. I'm assuming that's what they are.
And that's about it for the black that I did. Now for the painting, the parts that I painted are these red things here on both sides. I will have to remove his fusion cannon here. So I painted in these black red things here. And I also painted in these red things on these black hip pieces here. And it's on both sides here, which you can see here. And I also did some red on these two things on both sides of his knees here. And another spot of red paint that I did is, if I zoom in closer, I did painted his eyes red as well. And the reason why I painted his eyes red is because he does come with a translucent set of eyes, like a translucent red set of eyes, which is kind of like light piping. But when you put it on him, it's really hard to tell if his eyes are red, because on the back of his head you can see he doesn't have no light piping. So I had to do something with his eyes so he doesn't look like he's blind. So I painted his eyes red. And that is about all the painting and panel lining I did. There was not much else to do for this figure. And like you saw, he does come with his iconic fusion cannon here that you can attach to his elbow here, or you can attach it to the other side if you want to, because on the side of his arms he does have these two holes on both sides that you can attach his fusion cannon to. And taking another closer look at him, and the look of him, of his design, looks really nice. You of course got a lot of gray on him with some darker gray and a little bit of red on him, like his abs, I guess you can call it. Mm-hmm. Yes. And his elbows here. And these little things here, which are separate when you get this figure out of the box. When you snap his parts all together, because these do come packed separately. And you do get some red on these two things here. And also, if I zoom in here, you do also get these red things here, which also do come packed separately. When you get him out of the box here. And here's the back here. I won't have to back the camera up some. And as you can see, he doesn't have a lot of back kibble on him, like you can see here. And going down to his legs, and he does have some molded in treads here on his legs, and also on his on the back of his shoulders here. And here's the side view here. And the other side here. And overall, he looks like a really cool looking model kit when you have them all put together.
How long did it take you to put them together? About what, 4 hours? How long do you think it took you to put them together?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell y'all. I was gonna do a build video of this guy, but I looked inside of it and see how many screws it was, and it was this is gonna take way too long for me to build, because if you know me, I only do build videos that don't take way too long for me to build. I only do shorter build videos. Just forgot to ask y'all that.
You just forgot to tell y'all that. Okay, so I imagine about what, 4 hours for somewhere around that time frame, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay. And painting it and detailing it, I think that it looks really good. It's different for him to be an Autobot, that's for sure. But I am pleased to see that they still keep his cannon. And
Yes.
he has all ports of articulation, all points of articulation. His head sculpt is kind of more of a simplistic, not so mean, out to destroy face, if that makes sense. It's more just of a standard stern look on his face. And he kind of has like, I don't want to say knight armor, but he kind of has like the persona of a knight, with his helmet, and maybe the visors could go down. I don't know, it can't on this model, but maybe that's the reason for the visor, so they can go down to protect his eyes. Maybe, I'm assuming, I don't know. If I'm right, he transforms into a tank in his other mode. He transforms. Now this one cannot transform.
No.
But I'm saying that he has the back cannon and the back part right there, along with the gun on the side. And he's got tank treads. So I'm assuming that they took the aesthetics of him transforming into a tank in his alternate mode compared to this one.
Right.
Okay.
But in phase 2 of the IDW Transformers comics, he did not transform into like a tank, or maybe a jet.
Okay, well,
from the More Than Meets the Eye IDW comic.
Okay, well, we'll have to see when we get off into that. I'm just speculating right now. So, did you do the articulation and all that good stuff?
I'm about to do that right now.
Okay.
So, for the articulation, I will have to raise the camera up some. So for the articulation, he has a ball joint at the head and also a ball joint at the base of the neck. And he can look up. Okay, he can only look up about that far, and he can look down about that far. Yeah. And his arms can rotate all the way around, and these shoulder pads can rotate a little bit, and they can move out, so you can have his arms move out. And also on these joints here, they do have a joint here, so you can kind of have his arms move out even more. Because he does have a joint here and a joint at the arm. itself. And he does have an armpit joint here. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball joint at the hands, I will have to remove his fusion cannon because this kind of gets in the way. Because when you have his fusion cannon on him, it does get in the way of his arm articulation. Ball joint at the torso, and he does have a ball joint at the waist, but it is kind of limited, but you can extend it a little bit. I will have to zoom in so y'all can see. But you will have to kind of extend his waist so you can have more range at his waist here. And he can arch back about yeah. He can arch back about there and crunch a little bit. And he doesn't have any articulation on the front skirt if I can see. No, he doesn't have any articulation on the front skirts. But the side skirts here can move up and down on these hinge joints here. And these parts where these red things are at does move up and down as well. And there's like a little piece of hair there. If I can get it out. There we go. And the side skirts, like you saw, can rotate around. And the legs can move forward and back just about there. But if you can see here, the legs can shift and right now that they're shifted down, but if you shift them up, they are kind of limited in his articulation there. And the legs can move in and out, and you can move these side skirts out of the way so you can have his legs move out more, or if they're shifted down, if I can get them to shift down. There we go. Like that. And also, while we're talking about his legs, he does come with a set of screws that you will have to screw on his legs before you attach these thigh pieces. So that way, when you're moving his legs, you're not going to remove the leg off, because there are screws in the leg joints for the hips. And these hip pieces can slide up and down on both sides. And he does have a thigh swivel. And I will have to slide up these hips. Well, one of these hips, so I can show y'all his knee joints. But he does have a double jointed knee, and as you bend the lower joint of the knee, these black things do move. You can see there. And as you bend them down, these slide back up. And his feet, are on ball joints, but they do kind of hinder these little shin pieces. But what you can do is, on these treads, there's this little tab that you can slide these down, which will slide down his feet. Just like that. And that allows you to get more range of his ball jointed feet. And the toes can move up and down, and they do rotate because they are on ball joints as well. And that's it. So now let me get him straightened out real quick. And go ahead and get his fusion cannon on. And you can get him in a lot of crazy poses for him. And he doesn't come with any accessories, but the only accessory that he does come with is some optional hands. The ones on him you could see are the closed fist ones. But you do get a pair of open hands here. And to swap the hands, what you would do is you have to get your fingernail or thumbnail onto this black thing underneath his hands, and you have to hold it down so that way you can remove his hands. Because if you're not holding down on these black things while you're trying to remove his hands, then these black things will come off with the hands here. And you just want to attach on the open hand here. And that's how he looks like with his open hands. And that is about it for Autobot
Megatron.
Megatron. And before I end this video, I will have to do a quick size comparison real quick. So for a size comparison, here he is next to the Mastermind Creations Megatron here. So you can see how they look together. And
way bigger.
And like my dad said, this one's a little taller. So you can see how they look together, side by side. And the differences for both of these is this one transforms and this one does not. And another difference is that they kind of missed, like, forgot to put on this figure is the shoulder pads here. You can see on the model kit version, the Flame Toys one, the Flame Toys one has these things here on his shoulders, whereas this one does not. And also on the bottom, the shin pieces are also totally different. Like this one has some more sculpted in details, whereas the Flame Toys one is all flat with the black thing there. And I'm checking somewhere else real quick to see what else is different. Oh, and like you can see on one of his shoulders here, the Mastermind Creations one has these wings here on the sides of his shoulders, whereas the model kit one does not. You can see there. But he does have some tank treads here, and the Mastermind Creations one does too. So at least they didn't change that. But everything else, oh, even the fusion cannons are different here. Which you could see here. And everything else, from what I can see, is the exact same. So now let me get him out of the way. And for another size comparison that I wanted to do is, here he is next to the, I will have to zoom in here. Here he is next to the RX-78-2 Gundam here, the high grade version, and as you can see, this one's a lot smaller compared to the Flame Toys Megatron here. So that is about it for the Flame Toys Autobot Megatron model kit. Very cool looking action figure. And I don't think I have any problems with him. And I really did enjoy that he does have a lot of articulation to him, like a lot of other model kits do. Well, most of the time. But this one is a lot better.
On behalf of me, I do want to say thank you. We appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. thank you for the comments, good or bad. I know that there's always room for improvement. So, like I said before, this is a channel work in progress. So, it's just going through the motions, learning, seeing what it's going to take to get better, working together to get a common goal achieved, put together. We got more stuff coming on the way, and like I said, as y'all know, I do stuff from the past where Colton does stuff from today. This way it's a mix match of two generations and a couple generations apart to see where one side's coming from to where the other side's coming from. So this way we can meet on the same goal and see what's changed. 400th video.
Yes. This has been the 400th video.
I know Colton appreciates y'all. I
Yes.
do too. Y'all are awesome. I'm going to let Colton finish and wrapping it up. I'm going to get out of here. Take care of yourself and each other, and we will talk to y'all later.
So, if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So, I think that's about it for my 400th video. So, thanks for watching.